Deer hunting has always been an important part of our family. As a kid, going up to my grandparents in rural North Louisiana, hunting was just part of going there, and every holiday was attached to something. Labor Day is dove season, Thanksgiving is deer season opener, and it just became interwoven into who we were. And so when I moved to St. Louis 14 years ago, Daddy said, "We've always heard about hunting in the Midwest. We're gonna figure this out, we're gonna make it happen." And he did. We've done it a number of ways over the years, but 2 years ago, we really, I guess, took a new chapter. And so now we have a lease in Northwest Missouri, and we've really had a great time getting to hunt together as a family. It's truly a family affair. We all come up shed hunting, turkey hunting, getting the stands ready, work weeks. And it's just been a blast and so much fun to spend time together as a family. It takes a lot of work. Hunting takes a lot of work, and to show up and start hunting, you're only doing that because, namely my dad, works really hard all year to make that happen. Daddy and Joel are strategizing all year long, stand placement, they're checking out the cameras, trying to understand deer movement and patterns, and it's definitely a lot of work, but it has been so much fun. So appreciative of that investment to just make this great family experience possible. This year I was excited because it was going to be my first year to bow hunt. So I was really looking forward to that, but COVID had other plans. So instead, Dad and Joel hunted all week, bow hunting, but a lot like our recent elk hunt, the weather just did not cooperate. It was really hot, the deer weren't moving. They had a great time together, of course, but just really tough hunt. But Dad stayed an extra week until I came up for gun season and got a really nice buck with his crossbow.
That's one buck. Now I got to work on a monster.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll be there Friday night, and we'll try to stack up a few more and
There you go.
bring them back this way.
That's what we're going to do, good Lord willing.
So with a nice deer on ice from bow season, I head up for the gun season. Now, Missouri does an excellent job of conservation. My hat's off to them. Every year the gun season is 10 days and some high quality deer are harvested. They really do it right. And so I have high hopes every year. This is only my second year, but last year I took a nice 9-point. I know a lot of great deer are taken at opening day of gun season. But after such a tough bow hunt, you know, you really just don't know what to expect. It's hunting, right? So I get there late Friday night and trying to get gear together. We're coming off the elk hunt. I've got stuff scattered everywhere. I'm knocking the New Mexico dust off my pack. I'm trying to find stuff. I can't find my headlamp. I can't find my knife, all this kind of stuff. It's just chaos the night before. I've got the cameras a mess. So I'm trying to mess with all that. And I mean, you know how it is. The night before season opens, nobody's sleeping, right? So it's kind of chaos, just getting everything ready. The alarm goes off 4:30 Saturday morning. So we're up, we're moving, we're getting ready. You know, you forget something, you run back to the trailer, all those kind of things. We finally get out to the property, and it's about 6 o'clock when Dad drops me off. I've got my gear, and I head into the woods to go to the stand. By the time I get to the stand, I get the decoy out and set up. I got 2 loads of stuff to take up into the stand, so I'm up and down, get in there. I want to get the cameras set up, I want to get all my stuff together. By the time I open the windows on the blind, it's 6:21. Now, Dad had said it's going to be daylight at 7:01, so legal shooting light begins at 6:31 a.m. So of course you can't shoot before that. But I'm looking around at 6:21 a.m. and I'm saying, you know, I can actually see out here. I'm out in CRP, I've got nothing around me, it's wide open, it's fields on the other side of a small tree line. I can see pretty well. Now it's dark down in the bottom, but I'm thinking, I don't know, I mean, it's not too dark here. So I'm waiting. It's not that long because a few minutes after legal light, I see something move. Now, I've got all these high hopes of filming the whole week's hunt, cameras angled everywhere, action shots, all this great stuff. Yeah, none of that happened. I see this big guy headed up the edge of this bottom, just barely legal shooting light, but I can see him and I see horns everywhere, and he's running. It's happening quick. I don't have time to get cameras going, but he's running. He stops. He gives me a shot, and I take it. All right, so the story on this guy is he came out right at daylight, and I couldn't tell exactly what it was, but I saw these big beams and knew he was a shooter, and he was running, smelling right along the edge of all this, started back in our corner, and he got right here, and he was heading in to dive into this thick bottom behind us, and so he paused and looked back over his shoulder and gave me a quarter shot. So here we are.
There we are.
Thank you, Mr. Buck. We had a great morning. Pretty good feeling having them
There you go.
stacked
That's
up.
the way to do it.
All right, buddy. So we get back in the stand, and I mean, we're just, we're elated. How cool is this? I mean, like 8 minutes into opening day, and I've tagged out with this great deer that I'm really proud about. And we're up in the stand. We just say, and in my mind, really and truly, I thought, okay, we're done for today. Let's just chill out for a little bit. We'll get my deer out of here, come back this evening for Dad. But he's saying, hey, let's just hunt. So, I mean, great with me. We get up there, we're having a good time, we're joking around, I'm sending pictures of the deer to Mom and Joel and Jessica, and just, excited about everything. Probably like 30, 45 minutes go by. I shoot a little video just explaining what happened. We're excited.
Okay, it's opening day in Missouri, and they say never pass on the first day what you would gladly shoot on the last day. So this morning at daylight, I took a nice 7-point. He's got 5 nice tines on one side, got a big fork on the other side. And so Dad came up and helped me find it. Turned out he dropped in the area I shot him. I just couldn't see because it was just shooting light. So it all happened really fast. I didn't get it on camera, but we got down and found him. And now Dad's going to stay up here with me, and we're going to see if we can find another buck here opening morning, cruising this bottom, and see if we can stack them up. Stay tuned.
And no sooner than I stopped filming, put it down, and I think I should take a look around, let's see what's going on. And I peek up to the edge of the blind, look around, and wow.
The way I was sitting, I was looking right down this area that's mowed and could see the decoy and see this mowed area to see to the fence. But Leanne was sitting in the corner and she punched me and said, a deer's coming. And I had to roll around and look out the window, and he's looking at that decoy and bowed up, and them horns looked like they was that tall. He was. And he was coming toward this decoy, but he was in that brush over there that's nearly shoulder high in places, waist to shoulder high depending. And he turned, but what he was doing was he was walking to be behind and away from the decoy, which we've watched him do before. They get around and try to come in behind it. And then when he went a little further than I thought he was leaving. And then he turned back toward it, and when he turned to look toward it, that gave me a broadside shot, basically 3/4 anyway.
Doubled up opening day. All right, tell the camera what happened.
Hey, I was sitting here watching straight out, and you sitting over there. You saw him coming through the field. I hadn't even seen him yet, and he saw your decoy that you set up this morning just right. And I thought he was gonna walk out right there, and then he turned and went around that way. You know, he was going down. Now he was gonna come back to the decoy. He was just trying to decide where he was gonna come to the decoy at. And he turned back in that stuff. At first I thought he was gonna leave, but he wasn't gonna leave. He was gonna come back to the decoy.
At one point he jumped. It's like he knew something was wrong with that decoy, but he couldn't decide.
And so then he come around there, and he stopped and gave me enough shot that I went ahead and took it. And then he took off, which kind of worried me. But what, he go 50 yards, 40
not
yards,
far.
and flipped.
Yeah.
He was dead.
Awesome. Doubled up. It's not even 8 o'clock.
What is it? Yeah, before 8 o'clock we both killed a good buck.
Doubled up opening day. Coolest thing ever. I got a really, really unique, fun, cool 7-point, and Daddy just got a classic, really nice, solid 8. We know,
and
but
we're gonna sleep late in the morning.
yeah, we are. Oh, for sure. Wow, what a cool opening day.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Oh Lord, and
How
you know
cool.
what? We're gonna go out there and look at him, and then I'm gonna ease down there and get the truck, and we're gonna come up and load them both up and get out of here.
That works.
and
Beat the rain out,
leave it
and
alone.
that's so cool.
Oh man.
So cool. I mean, I just looked up and there he came, and he was stalking that decoy.
Yeah.
He
And, you
wanted
know,
that
I
decoy.
was just looking straight down,
Yeah,
wanting to see him at the fence. I hadn't even seen him.
I don't know how he got that close to us.
Well, see, I was sitting like this, and I couldn't even see where he was yet. When you told me, I had to look around like this because, with me sitting like this, this blocked my view.
I never expected him to come this close into the decoy. I expected him to run that fence line way down there, see him across that lane, and just come straight at you like you were set up.
That's what's crazy about the butt and them out looking. And this, you know, you look at it, that bunch of weeds, and you think, you know, bunch of weeds. I wish it was all trees. And,
Right.
And I wish it was timber.
Yeah.
But hey,
So cool.
What, I think we need to go
So
look
cool.
at it.
Yeah, I think so. All right, cool. Look how heavy he is. Gorgeous 8. Man. Nice deer. Nice classic 8. Nice, cool classic 8. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Doubled up opening day, gorgeous 8-point. Boy, look how tall that G2 is.
Yeah.
That one G2 on that side.
He's, you know.
Gorgeous, gorgeous classic 8. Man, it has been a
Good morning.
Oh my goodness, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Yep. That is awesome. Woo! Great for Altines.
Yeah. Of course, you
what a
know
great
the
day.
deer I killed the other day, his was taller, but he broke the one off on that other side.
Oh my goodness. All right, next year Joel has to come to gun season.
Yeah. And we have officially doubled up with good bucks on the first morning.
Opening day,
first morning. And from now on, we're doe hunting in the evening and sleeping in the mornings.
That's right. Doubled up, opening day.
There you go.
Awesome.
So,
So we went back early to be with Mom. Mom and Dad have a system it's really incredible. The only thing they send to the butcher, the processor, is what they want made into sausage. Everything else they do themselves. And I really haven't seen this whole system at work since probably I was a teenager. It's been a long time. But we came back, and Monday for about 7 hours we worked on the meat. The process starts with cutting up all the steaks, setting aside the backstrap, the tenderloin, cutting that up, packaging that away special. And then Tuesday we probably spent another almost 3 hours just going through all the hamburger meat, getting that processed. And I mean, we had 3 big bucks on ice, but we just worked through it over the course of 2 days. The results, about 300 pounds of deer meat, processed, frozen, ready for them to take home, ready for me to keep some here. And of course, just had a great time doing it. As a special treat, Mom fried some fresh tenderloin. We got to eat together, and it was just such a great experience. You know, we've had our share of those trips where everybody says, "Oh man, you should have been here last week." That's like every fishing trip ever, just about. And even our elk hunt, we had such an amazing time. It's unforgettable, but it was tough. The weather didn't work. The elk weren't moving. The day before opener, 8 elk bugling everywhere, crazy. We're gonna go stack them up, and then that didn't happen. It was so physically demanding. I couldn't keep up with it. It's hot. The animal's not moving. It was just a tough hunt. We don't usually have this deer hunt though. It was just really cool for once to kind of be on the other side of that story and go, wow, this is how that feels. Hour and a half in opening day, both of us tagged out, sitting in the same stand, sharing that experience together. It was amazing. I don't take it for granted. I recognize how special this day was. You know, 2020 it's been unreal, and you know, I can't even explain some of the things some families have gone through, and I wouldn't try to. We've had our own series of things to deal with, but for 4 days, we had to push pause on 2020 and just have this just amazing time together, and it was beautiful.